Distinctkusai.
I'm Jukeboxhero.
I'm Skufflewick, and I'm the pretty one.
Okay, so let's start with who we are. I'll begin. This is the Distinctkusai.
I'm Jukeboxhero.
I'm Skufflewick, and I'm the pretty one.
So, let's start in reverse here from Skufflewick. Did you get anything for this from Skufflewick this Christmas?
Let's go find out. Yeah, actually,
So
I think I got the Arkham series, Asylum City Origins and Night. I've only ever played the first one on Xbox 360, so I look forward to going through the series. What else did I get? I think I got Bully, but I might have got that before.
Isn't that just
Which one's Bully
Grand
again?
Theft Auto but in high school?
Yeah. It's actually,
Yeah.
like, it's a ridiculous amount of fun. Like, it's awesome. So,
Does it take you back to school, but this time instead of being the bullied person, you are the bully?
it's kind of an interesting concept with that game because he's kind of a bully of the bullies, and the idea is to go through each clique, like the nerds, the jocks, the preppies, the whatever, take down their main bullies and gain favor with each clique.
Is this Deadpool?
I don't know. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't played it, try it for sure. So, anyways, I might have gotten Bully. Oh, the Fallout, Flat Out games.
Hold on a second. I remember Bully from Nintendo Power Magazine, like, when it came out.
This is Scholarship
I've
Edition.
wanted to play it since.
Yeah.
Yeah?
360
So
had the
just mean it has all the
Scholarship
DLC?
remake. It's so much fun.
Yeah. I can see why this game would appeal to you.
No, not even. It's Grand Theft Auto without the over-the-top ridiculousness.
I can dig that.
Yeah, I can dig that.
Like, it's just a lot of fun. So, the Flat Out games, the old racing games. I got the rest of the Grand Theft Auto series as far back as GTA 3. Lego Batman 1 through 3 I might have gotten, or I might have gotten earlier. I really have no idea when I buy this shit. Oh, the Star Wars Classic packs. So Battlefront, Empires at War, Galactic Battlegrounds, KOTORs, the Jedi Knights, Republic Commando, Force Unleashed, all those. Wow, Force Unleashed is considered classic? That kind of
I mean, it's been almost 10 years now, right?
That hurts me. I think those are the only ones that I bought.
So, like, half the store.
Yeah.
Now, for those listening, this won't be on the podcast, but he had previously said he wasn't sure if he had bought anything.
So
from
my
the Steam
problem is, when I think about things in the past, all of my timelines blend together. Like you and I had mentioned camping earlier this week. I completely forgot that we went to a certain campground a second time. Because, like, it all just blends together. So, like, you say Steam sale, I say, sure, I bought something. And it could have been, like, 8 Steam sales ago. It could have been yesterday. So, my recollection of past events is kind of just a conglomerate of all experience ever.
So, Scuffle, what you're saying is your life is so mundane that it just blends into one uniform kind of gray.
See, I could see where you would get that. But no. I have a great life. And it's not that I'm lazy or anything.
Very gray life.
Huh?
A very, very gray life.
Yeah, it's not that I'm lazy or anything. I'm really good at doing nothing. And I mean, play your strengths, right? But, like, I go to work, I make money. I come home, I play my games. I hang out with the girlfriend.
Oh.
We go, like, last night we went and played Pokemon for a couple hours. And, like, that's kind of it for me. Like, every couple weeks I'll go out with, I'm in the local drama club, so every couple weeks I'll go out with them and we'll all go to karaoke, and holy shit, can those girls party. Like, you ever heard stories about band camp? Listen to stories from the drama club. It is ridiculous. But yeah, it's, like, I have a very relaxed life. And, I mean, I worked my ass off to get here. But I like my life. It's chill.
And gray.
Whatever.
Maybe with like a purple, tinge,
Yeah. Like a
Give it a
nice
little bit of color.
mauve. I have no idea what the color mauve is. It just sounded appropriate.
You just know that's associated with old ladies and like.
No,
polka dot
I just know
dresses.
mauve is a color. That's the only thing I know.
Distinct.
So.
What did you get?
What did I get? Oh,
I'm sure you didn't get
I
half the
got
story.
Doom. I got Doom. I kept it conservative. I got the newest Doom. I
kept it conservative by getting the most violent and gory video game made this generation.
I got Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pains. I also got something I've been trying to get for the long time, waiting for it to drop down
Because he's
below
a cheap
$30.
fuck.
I'm the cheap fuck.
I'm also poor. The Kerbal Space Program. So
Okay, explain
I'm
this
happy
one
with
to me.
those.
You gave me a super brief explanation, but like...
I'll go on Steam.
No, I'm not
Look it
going on Steam. The idea of these things is for
Give
us
him
to
the
talk. Now
explanation.
fucking talk.
Where do I start off? It's kind of like if you... It's kind of like Besiege except in space. That's how I think. It's a very open world. You get like to all these different parts. You basically design ships and test them. And the main point of a lot of it is to shoot things into space and be funny about it. I don't know if you've ever seen the characters from it, but they're these like little green cylinder-headed dudes with like with Jarhead kind of haircuts on them, and they're in space, like a spacesuit, and it's kind of funny.
Space.
Essentially, you just get to blow shit up and fly things.
Was that adequate?
Okay, so
Scuffle?
it sounds a lot like Bad Piggies.
Yes, but a lot more advanced than before that.
Okay, but I mean, we're talking the same idea here.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. I actually super enjoyed that game.
Well, then you should
Like,
probably
that's one
try
of my
this.
shameful admissions is Bad Piggies. I have spent X amount of hours on. I'm
Still?
pretty sure I 100%ed it, but like, I would probably go back.
I remember playing it. I also missed Angry Birds. That was
Weird.
both of those.
Angry Birds.
The
is
Scuffle,
fun.
what else have you
Fun.
100%ed?
Yes, the achievement horror of the group. What have you
Viva Pinata. I am
Yeah, I knew
not
that.
ashamed to admit that. That game is awesome.
Yes.
No, you know what? I never got the last Vidmaster, so I never actually got the Recon helmet.
Oh shit! You missed that one. We have to go
I
back.
know. You know what? Let's bring up our Xbox profile here.
Oh god, I haven't touched that thing in.
Oh no, I just mean
Right.
online. I'm not booting my Xbox up. It would probably just go.
It's hooked up, but I haven't played it in a while, and I have like 2 games I still have to go through that I own that I bought before I kind of got my PS4 and started playing
Gross.
through that.
Scuffle.
So.
Scuffle. Was the sound you throwing it against the wall?
No, that was it actually just rolling over and dying.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, my
Yeah, blue smoke coming out of it. Sparks.
no sparks. It's not that exciting. Okay, for 100%, Fable Anniversary. I love the Fable games so much. I was so sad when Lionhead died. You know, So Microsoft is a greedy fucker. And, I mean, I love them, but I also see their faults. So Microsoft, I love you. Do better. Microsoft refused to release the intellectual property of Fable, and Lionhead Studios died. We could have gotten Fable 2 Anniversary. Fable 3 Anniversary... I enjoyed Fable 3. It wasn't a Fable 1, but I enjoyed it.
You know, Microsoft and Xbox kind of have this tendency of doing that. They don't want to release the intellectual property of things, and I don't know. They kill it, and they don't even look at it away of
like,
making
if we
more
can't
money.
have it, nobody can.
Rare.
Yeah, Rare. Although the Rare replay did come back. So, I mean, I was happy about that. It's not what it could have been, but it's at least something.
Well,
I mean, I guess,
okay.
but, you know, for like 10 years there, they made like Grabbed by the Ghoulies or some shit and like fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, I ignore the bad stuff.
Really bad shit. And then they made Rare make the avatars and stuff for Xbox Live. Like the guys who made fucking Banjo-Kazooie and Perfect Dark and all this other great shit, they were making clothes for avatars.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's disappointing. Anyways, back to me. Yeah. Mass Effect 2, I think I'm like 2 or 3 achievements off. Fable 2, again, I think I'm 1 achievement off. Army of 2, I have all of the single player achievements. Now the problem is, again, EA, I think? Yeah, EA shut down multiplayer servers because, you know, costs money. Dicks.
Yeah.
Now I can't get those achievements. Dicks. Oh yeah. Here's Halo 3. I'm missing 1 achievement. That's good. And it's not that we haven't tried. It's just none of my friends are good enough not to fucking die in that one mad rush. Like when you're on the planet and you have to get to the tower. That is just ugh.
Which
Halo 3, the last level. You have to get to the tower, and then you have to fight up the tower. None of my friends have been good enough to get up the tower.
Is that in the campaign?
Last level.
Yeah,
yeah, everybody beats the level. Everybody beats the level on Legendary. The problem is the Iron Skull. If one person dies, everybody resets. So.
Yeah. And I just use glitches to get up that. I skip past.
Yeah, the problem is you have to get the whole crew up there. So, anyways, yeah,
none of them know how to do that.
Army of 2, the Devil's number 3, the Devil Cartel. I did actually 100% that one. Modern Warfare's 1, 2, and like I think I'm 1 shy on 3. I think there's 1 mission. And you know what? The worst part is I beat the mission one day. Because you can glitch one of the missions where you're fighting up an oil rig. And if you can run past a certain section, there's no enemies until you're in the last room, which is filled with explosives. And all you have to do is shoot one guy. I shot my guy. My partner shot the dynamite. Mission fail. So, fuck. And I've never actually been able to glitch that level since. So Modern Warfare 3, I'm 1 shy. ODST, Halo 3 ODST campaign, I think I'm 1 shy. Most of these games, like, something new came out at the time, and I just never actually went and got it. Bully, I am, I think, 1 achievement shy, the 100%, and I can't remember what it was that I was missing. But then I ended up selling that Xbox, and I got a new one, and this was before cloud saves. So, yeah, I was 1 achievement shy, and lost my save. So I will eventually go back to that, but it's going to be a while. Viva Pinata. I love that game so much. And that's all I'm going to say. That was 100%ed. Madden NFL 2006. I actually went and rented this game specifically because you could get 100% achievement like in a week. It was awful. So bad. Thrillville off the rails. I think I had to do the Galactica clone. That's the only thing I didn't beat. I actually do have top 5 in the world record on that game. So, that's supposed to be the hardest achievement, but I've never played Galactica. Actually, Jukebox, I should have just gotten you to do that.
I spaced out. What's happening?
Alright, anyway.
I was looking up the rarest games on the Wii. What are you having me do?
Galactica in Thrillville off the rails.
I don't know what that is. Is that like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but not?
Pretty much exactly, except you're an actual avatar running around the park.
Oh.
The interaction in it is actually a huge amount of fun. If you like Roller Coaster Tycoon or similar games, but you haven't played Thrillville, I'd highly suggest it. But yeah, that's the list of games that I've 100%ed, at least for 360 and Xbox One. The amount of games that I have like beaten Legendary or beaten whatever just to get those achievements, but either I didn't get the DLC achievements or the online achievements. Like, I probably got another 7 or 8 games where I've 100% of the single player. And then there's some games like Crackdown where I think I played it for like 45 minutes. And I have 1 achievement, so it's just permanently scarring my list. So that was a lot of me talking.
Yeah.
Kusai, what have you 100%ed?
So...
Nothing.
Oh, dear God. I'm not going back. I have. It's just, I don't attempt to do all the achievements. I never do. If it happens, it's happened more by accident. That just I've played the game that long and that much that it kind of happened. But for the most part, I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't try to get all the achievements. I don't really like multiplayers on a lot of games, so I don't go for those achievements. I have 100%ed a couple of campaigns.
Now, is that including like certain skulls or whatever? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't go on to the multiplayer or achievements that often.
Yeah, the multiplayers is really my biggest fallback, just because like I'm good at it. I can beat it, but to get a good team is just not an easy task.
Okay.
Well, and even if you were to go back to all your friends that used to play a lot and were good, now we're all adults and they're all.
Well, how hard is it to get all of us together for this?
Yeah, now imagine, like, could you imagine what it took us to get all the
and not only
achievements?
And not only that, but to get back into practice, because some of the games, and anyone who's like, well, no, I can get back into, like, Halo 1 and 100% it. Bullshit. No, you can't. You need a warm-up period. You need an hour or 2 where you're remembering the mechanics, remembering jump distances, remembering, like, control sensitivities. Even the button layouts change. Nobody can tell me that they can go back and 100% get back into a game that they used to play at the same peak of performance that they were at before.
Yeah, no. I even tried it recently. I tried playing, was it Modern Warfare 2 again? And it took a while before I could kill everybody with knives again.
Yeah, like, you need to... and don't get me wrong, some people are better than others. Some people can get it within 4 or 5 hours, 100% back to what they were. Some people can get it even shorter than that. But, like, that's not an easy thing to do.
Hell, even if you're playing games constant, like, you haven't, like, slowed down, like, from when you were in school to, like, you know, high school.
Even just switching between games.
Yeah. it takes a bit to get used to because you're so used to playing Halo, but now you're going to Call of Duty. It's different game mechanics, different controls.
Go back to Quake 3 where you shoot with the triangle button.
Gross.
Oh God, I love that.
It was gross.
Why?
Just sit your index finger down on there.
Why
And
would
just
you do that?
LNR to strafe. What the fuck are these fucking analog sticks for?
No, honestly,
That was a
why would
horrible
you do
port.
that?
Because it was a shit port. Because it was a shit idea. I don't know.
I don't care how much you love a game. I will not play Battlefront, like the new one.
Why?
Sorry, not Battlefront. Battlegrounds. I will not play whatever the Star Wars one is. I will not play the EA Star Wars Battlegrounds because they don't put a campaign in. They have done something that I find unacceptable. If you have that bad a port that you can't make the fucking thing work.
Yeah, it's just completely multiplayer. I got it for
games
Christmas last year, and it didn't have a campaign. It was just the multiplayer. It was glitching the fuck out even then.
Yeah.
I don't
know what scares me as a collector is that 3/4 of all games ever that are released now have to be patched in some way to make them playable or better. And like the Xbox 360 and PS3 servers and whatever else aren't going to be up forever. They're going to have to discontinue those eventually. And then like I'm going to go buy a game 10 years from now and I'm not going to be able to actually play it. Like it's a bummer. It's a big bummer.
Yeah. Like
yeah, you know, if Microsoft and stuff and other game companies wanted to solve the problem of the cost of the server, they should really give the option of, you know, customer-owned servers. You know, like them running their own servers for it, because like Halo 3 still has a million.
See, and I agree. On the flip side, though, you can quite often integrate either third-party patches or you're usually able to just find the first-party patch online.
Into an Xbox 360?
Well, you might have to do some modding, or just switch to a real gaming platform.
I've actually seen people mod stuff on the
that.
Xbox 360.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw a little PC Master Race out there, see what I could get. So.
It's laughable.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when Nintendo 64 was out, you got one version of the game. There was no patching. There was none of this other bullshit. You got one version of the game. And occasionally there would be a game-breaking glitch that would end up with a recall, and then they would release a second version of the game. But I gotta be honest.
Or
like,
you're one of
It was
those.
a very rare occurrence.
Oh, super rare. Like, maybe 10 games out of the Nintendo 64 lineup.
Be honest though, if you got a game that had
you keep
glitch like that,
No, you
were
keep it, and
returning
you buy the
I
newer
would
copy.
keep it.
Because then you can say, like, well, fuck yeah, dude, I got one of them. And as a collector, like Jukebox, you should definitely relate to that.
Yeah,
But-
that's like on the NES, the Maniac Mansion. It's a lot rarer to get a copy where you can still microwave the hamster.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they took that out of the game after they realized how fucked up it was.
I still have an original copy of Plants vs Zombies that has the Michael Jackson looking zombie from Thriller
Nice.
that they took out because he died and they felt that people might find it offensive instead of like it's
Yeah, it was
honoring
uncouth.
him. But it wasn't. If you ever seen it, it was totally just honoring his Thriller music video. So they took it out to like we know it's not a problem, but just in case that one or two crazy people bitch.
That's a problem that happens a lot lately, is one or two people will bitch. And it will ruin it for everybody else.
Fuck people.
That's not the first time. Soccer moms have ruined many video games and TV
and the worst part is,
by
it's the same soccer
going
moms
and
that will buy their kid Grand Theft Auto, and like, he's 12, and then they'll go like, well, 12-year-olds shouldn't be playing these games. Did the person at the store tell you not to buy it? Yeah. And you bought it? Yeah.
Skufflewick.
I worked where we rented and video games and movies and sold them. Yeah, no, I've had that conversation with those parents.
Yeah, that's what
more
I'm
than
saying,
once.
though. Like,
they're dense.
Like, what the
the
fuck's
same
easier
parents
for?
that complain are the same parents that go against what they're trying to get. We want video games that are banned. Well, these games are banned for children. You can see on the back there's that little M, and it says mature, 17 plus, ESRB rating, blah blah blah. Like, we can go into this. Long story short, if you bought your kid Grand Theft Auto, and then you didn't play it with him so that you could censor it and make sure like it wasn't offending you, you didn't play it first, or you then went and complained. If you complained, you're a shit person.
This actually even brought up like new laws here in Canada, which is like insane. I can remember because I had to deal with this. It started off in Ontario because some mom went nuts because her kid stabbed one of his friends. She blamed it on Modern Warfare 2. And there was some other incidents in that year with similar things, with parents blaming it on there. So they started doing a new laws. And one of the new laws that ended up out here where we live is that you couldn't actually, what do you say? You couldn't actually hand the game or to the kid or take the money from the kid. You had to take the money from the parent, whether it was renting or selling, and then hand it to the parent. So literally, I had to do this a couple times. I watched a kid hand the money to his mom. The kid was like 17, just shy.
16, 17 though, I'm okay with. By then, you've developed your sense of right or wrong. At 11
the
to
law,
13?
the law wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I have a short story. I was probably 16 at the local EB Games, and I was buying like a Midway Treasures collection, which is just like a bunch of their old arcade games. And it was rated M because I had Mortal Kombat on it. And I was there with my friend, and the store was like jam-packed because it was, I think, like Boxing Day. And I yelled across the store at his deaf dad, "I need an adult!" Because I'm trying to pay for this fucking game, and they won't let me because I'm not 17 yet.
And you know what? Like, you're probably, 16 at that point? 15?
16,
Yeah. At that point, it sucks that the store is held to that standard. Because, like, at that point, use some logic.
Yeah.
At that point, you know what? Let the kid have the fucking game. But when we're talking, like, 12-year-olds, then, yeah, I'll back that store up.
Well, before you say that, though, I had my mom had an incident once. Now, I find with the argument with when the parents that are doing this, like, they'll give their kids game and come back and bitch, it's the fact that they didn't want to have to discuss something with their kids. They didn't want to have to parent their kids and teach them something. My mom and dad, with me and my brother, were very upfront with me. This is fictional. If we came across something we didn't know about, they would talk to us about it, whether it was sex, guns, violence, anything. And my parents were fine with buying me and my brother mature-rated games as long as they knew what was going on in it and they could discuss it with us. So my brother first played GTA San Andreas and got into that. When he went to go get the next one, the manager of the store refused to sell to my mom. Not to my brother. My mom came to get a Christmas tree. He knew that my mom was buying it for my little brother, who was like 12 at the time, and tried to refuse selling it to her because he knew that she was gonna give it to my little brother. And my mom had to say, imagine my mom. You met my mom. She's sweet lady, right?
She does not get pushed around.
I would like you to imagine her. Yeah, she told him, like, look here, this is my kid. I get to parent him. I talk to my kids about it. I'm not some parent that doesn't care about what's going on in the game, is going to come back and bitch at you. But even if I am, it is not your decision. Yeah. It is mine, how I parent my kid. So it is a hard line where stores need to, like, well, pick and choose. But they have to follow those rules and be non-biased, because if they get biased about it, they end up incidents with that where you have a parent that's actually trying to.
Yeah.
So let me describe
properly.
your mom this way, because I would say she's raised me as much as any other friend's mom has raised them. She's given you and I a couple of beatings that were well deserved.
Yep.
Your mom is not a small frame lady. She's not a small personality lady. She gets shit done. And if you try and fuck with her or her children, just pray.
Oh, yeah. And every other incident, she's really nice, pleasant. People wouldn't think she could swear.
No. Hang on. We know she can swear.
We know she can. We know. But you ask some of her coworkers.
Oh, yeah, no.
Friends,
I bet they're like,
see that side of her.
No, you know what? If she's worked there long enough, they know she can swear as much as we know she can.
Yeah. That guy, he'd never seen it, and I think he got a little bit blindsided. I was browsing around the game store. There was an EB Games in our town, and I was browsing around when this happened. I just was like standing off to the sidelines.
I almost have the feeling, though, that guy's blindsided was as much to do with, oh, I'm the man. I'm the manager. I'm in chat. Holy shit, someone's standing up to me. Like, I have the feeling that it's as much that somebody called him on his power trip as...
I'm sure you remember this guy. He didn't last as a manager that long. He was like kind of geeky.
Yeah,
not that that's a bad thing, but tall
think
and
about
had
who you're
round
saying.
glasses.
Oh, fuck. I
you'll
think I remember
remember
who you're talking about.
Okay, I know, but you had him. I think you even had an incident with
I've
him
had to
once
shut
as well.
a few store
this
managers and or owners down.
This guy, the district manager had to come in and shut him down.
Kusai, you and I have been douchebags to a couple managers, but to be fair, we've been right.
Most of the time. And I say that like I wait last. It takes me a bit before I tell a manager to go fuck himself.
Really?
Usually, I usually.
This is the first time I've met you.
Give him a chance.
Hello, fuck yourself.
I have done that. I've like first time meeting them, and I was doing something, and the guy was like giving me shit. I won't say about what or what store.
Probably
but
buying
like
porn
I was like,
when you
dude,
were
I'm
12.
just here to buy this. Leave me alone. I'm just here browsing. Back off. I just want to look at this. And like I don't know what his problem was, but he wouldn't leave me alone. So I literally had to look like tell him to back the fuck off. I'm not doing anything wrong. You're not kicking me out of the store. So what's your fucking problem? And I gave him polite. I'm like, dude, I was polite. Like, I'm just here browsing. Could you please leave me alone? I haven't found what I'm looking for yet, and I don't know what it is. So, could you back? I was buying a gift for somebody.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't know what I was. So, like, I don't know. It takes a while. Usually, the few times I have told a store manager to fuck off, I have given them several warnings to, like, please be polite and back away or talk to me normally. Usually, it's because they take the rude tone first, and then I have to tell them, like, talk to me like a normal person.
Yeah.
Then come tell me what you have to. I actually told the manager that to one time. I literally said, go back behind your desk, calm down, then come back and talk.
Yeah, but you're not always exactly like, hi, friend, we should be friends. You, you come out of the gates running some days.
Some days.
Most days.
Though I have been known... Not most days. I like what one of my my coworkers says. Like I won't say fuck you. Like when I say I told him to go fuck himself. I like what one of my coworkers
polite language to tell you to die.
Yes. She literally said like you told him to. Could you please go back to riding the game normally, sir? But it sounded like you were telling him to go fuck himself.
And you're like, I was.
Yeah, and I was. And she's like, I love it.
I missed something.
I literally. Her favorite one was I told a customer to have a good day. He was yelling at her and screaming at her, and I went over to go deal because she was totally blindsided by him. And I just walked over and said, you are being rude to my coworker. Could you please calm down or go away? And he's yelling at me like, sir, sit down over there or walk out of this place, please, and have a good day.
Yeah, I've walked up to people
away.
before, and I've been like, well, even my dad. I had to do this last visit because my dad's he's used to getting his way, and a lot of the times it requires him being kind of like he's a bit
Forceful?
of a business bully. Like, no, this is what we're doing, and if you get off your ass once in a while and you do this, then it'll be just fine. And I actually told him, I'm like, Dad, listen, we have two options here because you're being an asshole. You're saying things that just aren't needed to be said. So we have two options. Either we can try this again, or I can hang up. And, like, as soon as that happened, his tone changes.
That's just middle-aged men. Like, I don't know what it's.
Oh,
just your
you've met
dad.
my
It's
dad, though.
like,
You know my dad.
and I feel, yeah, it's part
My
of
dad's
your dad's
just the
personality
worst.
too. But like, I'll point out,
And I mean, I like him and all. But he's kind of a douche.
he's that friend that you like, but he is a douche. I don't know, and I like when you say being an asshole. Like, I've had arguments with people when I call them, like, I've called something, you're being an asshole, and you just call me an asshole. I'm like, no, I didn't call you an asshole.
Being
I said you're
an
being
asshole.
one. And they're like, what's the
yeah.
difference? I'm like, one, if I call you an asshole, you're always an asshole, whether I'm talking to you or you're near me, all the time. If I'm saying you're being an asshole at this current time, you are portraying an asshole. There's a difference.
What's the difference? Well, one, I think you're a nice guy. You just kind of being a dick. Alternatively, you're always a dick. You choose.
And yeah, and I don't know why people don't get that. It's kind of like when you
Probably
call a
'cause they're
smart
being a
person
dick.
stupid as well.
Yeah.
Well, even when you're being nice, somebody's like yelling and screaming at you, and I've had that conversation with my dad, and he's yelling and screaming at me, and I'm like, "You're being an asshole," and then he starts screaming, "Would you call me?" and start screaming and yelling at me. I'm just like, and I explained that to him, and he's still yelling and screaming. I'm like, "You're just
Yeah,
proving
don't
my
mess with
point."
your dad, though. Your dad is probably... Well, no, your dad's still afraid of your mom, let's be honest. Everybody's afraid of your mom. She's awesome.
I'm not.
haven't been
You
around her long
don't know.
enough.
I don't have a reason to
You
be
just
afraid.
don't know.
Yet.
Yeah, you're funny.
Yeah, like... I forgot where I was going with that.
Video games.
Kill the radio
Okay, so let's get back. So now that we've talked about games, now let's go to Jukebox. What did you get?
Oh fuck, we're still
Holy
doing
shit, we're
that.
still there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Skufflewick.
Kind of segued out of the... It's still relatable
This is why I
time.
don't hang out with you guys.
Topic.
Okay, so I've got the family sharing on with my girlfriend, so anything I bought her or she bought herself is kind of mine, and I got it for the sale.
Yeah.
And then I have stuff that I actually got. So, she got Subnautica and Borderlands 2, and I bought her Civ 3 'cause she wanted to try Civ. And I haven't played any of those, but Subnautica is probably the first one I'll try because I've seen a lot of gameplay and stuff from like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and whatnot. And that's kind of just like deep sea exploration, open world type stuff with horrifying leviathans.
So Cthulhu, simulator is what you're saying.
Not quite, but close enough. Oh god, I got it.
What a description.
Oh, Jesus. I forgot about this one last time, but I got a Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics collection.
Yeah, I got Sonic.
Yeah. Jesus, I forgot how many games are in this thing. I think I bought it just for the Phantasy Star games, though. Do any of you know what that is?
I know you're my fantasy star.
Sort of.
Okay, it's just like an old RPG. It was kind of like the Genesis's answer to like Nintendo and Final Fantasy and Dragon Warrior and stuff. And I got the Jackbox Party Pack too, which is just a good time.
And you pretty much just wanted that for the one thing.
Yeah,
didn't you?
Quiplash.
Yeah.
I mean, Fibbage is alright, because you still get to make up your own answer, but everyone's super serious in it.
Oh, not at
They're
all.
trying
You need to play
make
with
it sound
our group.
real.
It's Scuffle, Dick, or balls. Every time.
Well, come on. Was it Quibbage is where you're trying to make a lie sound real, and they have to guess which one's the lie and which one's not, kind of game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Okay, the answers there would be...
Let's be honest.
Has herpes. Has gonorrhea. Has this. Has that.
And then the real answer would be a
Blowjob to a dude that
hippopotamus. And everyone would do hippopotamus, so they got the 1,000 points.
Yeah.
I know. I would actually say with our
They're
group
not
of
smart
friends,
enough to do that.
That game would that game would be hard because we've played enough of that sociables that everybody knows everybody's secrets by now. To a point where there would only be a few things you wouldn't want to reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have dirt on everybody that nobody else knows about anybody, and it's fantastic. Like, I just kind of collect. It's great. But it's not like collecting things. It's, secrets are an invaluable currency. It's wonderful.
And you always want to be careful with secrets because you never know what secrets the other person has on you.
Yeah, I really don't have many. I'll straight up tell anybody whatever.
But that always makes it wonder, what are the 1 or 2 secrets that you do have because you're such an open person?
Here's the real question. Are they my secrets or are they somebody else's?
Exactly, that too. Sometimes knowing somebody else's secrets is just as much of a secret for you because you don't want to admit that you know that secret and how you know that secret.
Yeah.
Which then makes that a secret and something you don't want to come out either.
You guys want to play Quiplash after this?
Yeah, I do.
Awesome.
Okay. I'll set it up on stream when we're done recording.
Okay, and then I can host.
Okay, so now that we've talked about the games from the Steam sale, I would like
so
us to
many
discuss
other
a game
things.
that comes out.
Fuck people. Fuck
game...
parents. Fuck managers.
We do that, okay, guys. We were always allowed to get off topic, and I point out anybody listening to that. This will be a staple of our.
And
our
at least
podcast.
people get a view into the twisted little minds that are the people they're listening to.
I invite somebody in a psychology class to study us.
I don't know. That goes bad on my
I hope
side.
you know I like
People will
fully
learn
zoned out
things.
and was just looking up lists of games while you guys were talking, right?
Huh?
Yes. So let's talk about Resident Evil 7, which comes out
Gasp.
on Steam on the 23rd of January.
Gasp.
Not that it's already out in some other places.
Gasp.
So I've linked you guys all to trailers because I have found out you guys
Because
are
you're a
not
nice guy.
trailers.
Ha
The fact that I want you guys actually to know what it's about, because I don't think have you played it? Any of the Resident Evils?
No. But you're going to have to dub this so much. It's just going to be like, I like Resident Evil. Hey, Skufflewick, have you played this at all?
I've only said it twice.
It's been like 4 times,
exactly
plus when
what
we
they
were
are
talking
for.
about the Majigger. I said it a bunch. But oh man, are we
Oh,
gonna?
well,
Well,
whatever.
I know.
Oh man, are we gonna have to fix this?
At the end of it, we're just gonna take what you're beginning where you said Skufflewick and just.
And it's gonna be awful and great.
Bear with us.
I fucking hate you,
Sorry for breaking your
Skufflewick.
ears.
You're such a dick, Jukebox. Kusai, you're such a. See you next Tuesday.
And you know what? We're gonna confuse our viewers even more in futures. We'll also use that to bleep out swears at points if we make a kid-friendly version.
Oh
Shit,
man,
piss,
if
fuck,
we
cunt,
bleep out
cocksucker,
swears,
motherfucker, tit,
these
fart, turd, twat.
conversations are just gonna be Jukebox.
Yeah, this isn't kid-friendly. I will actually. I plan on for our channel art. I'm almost done it here. For you guys, I'm still working on this as we're doing this and adding stuff to it. And I'm gonna be putting the mature rated symbol on our.
Oh, but don't worry,
logo. Just,
parents
really
will
small
still
and
go. Well, Johnny, oh,
What podcast are you listening
it's
to? today?
M-rated, Mom. Okay, well, make sure you're ready for your 12th birthday tomorrow. Bitch. Sorry, can you guys tell I'm a
Fuck.
little, a little passionate about this? Ooh,
Salty.
Adam's on. A little passionate about this.
Who isn't? Because
Okay,
we've had to deal with it personally.
hold on. Hold on.
You hold on.
Skufflewick, have you played any Resident Evil games?
I already said no.
No, you said, and then went into some other shit for like 5 minutes.
That happens a lot, in case you didn't notice.
So we'll translate that. That 5 minutes of conversation was saying
Skufflewick.
no without saying no. Yes. And all they're gonna hear is Skufflewick. Skufflewick.
Skufflewick. I should just say my name a bunch of different ways after, so that we have a variety.
We'll do that. We're gonna do a sound clip so we can just like.
Oh, God.
You know how you can get those radio boards for live.
Hang on. If I'm
broadcasts?
speaking
There's the
Spanish,
programs for that. I'm just gonna
Skufflewick. That was terrible.
Okay, so I have posted the thing, but let me ask Jukebox here. Have you played any Resident Evils?
I played Code Veronica for like 2 minutes.
And what'd you think?
Eh. I mean, there's a reason I only played it for 2 minutes, but
Well, tell us how
I
you
mean,
really
I-
feel.
Just not into survival horrors?
I
Now let me ask you this question before we move on. Have any of you guys ever played any survival horror games more than 2 minutes?
Yes.
Now, hang on. Is that because we lived longer, or does that count respawns?
that counts response too. I mean, like actual survival horrors. You know, like actually, worrying about whether you have enough bullets or things. to
I
get
would
through
say
the next level.
Bioshock would count in that category, personally.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Like some people might
Like,
argue that. But
what
I
about
could agree
Doom
with that.
3?
I
Because that's the dark
I don't
one.
know. I would say
Yeah.
Doom is more of a run and gun.
Yeah, but Doom
Well,
3
yes, all the-
specifically.
Oh, okay. That one I haven't
specifically.
played.
Yeah, that one is like where they kind of like, hey guys, instead of just having a run and gun, let's make it scary and make it a survival horror-ish kind of thing. And I would actually agree that actually maybe not fully survival horror, but it definitely has a lot of the key elements from a survival.
I mean, there's still a lot of shooty bang bang, but like the monsters come out kind of. Of course you do. They come out kind of like slowly.
Is that the one where
it's
you have
not
the
like all at
flashlight?
once in Doom? Yes. Because it's
Yeah.
dark as shit.
And-
Yeah.
That is, well, you also like have that what do you call it? Like the bullets don't really do anything to the enemy
So-
sometimes in that one, and it's kind of like you're throwing like not pebbles, you're like those hydroponic beads
Pot
your
plants,
parents used
got
to
it.
have from the 70s, but somehow. Yeah, they used to, for their pot plants, and there's little round dirt beads. It's like you're throwing at those. They weigh like less than an ounce, but you're gonna throw them at this monster, rapid fire, and it's just gonna come up and beat the fuck out of you anyway. That's how that game is with the bullets.
Yeah.
So
So-
yeah, you get to shoot a lot, but the bullets are kind of
My
like
my one friend doesn't survival horror like at all, or like watch horror movies or anything, and I made him play Doom 3. And there's one point,
You're a
maybe like
dick.
half an hour in. Yes. Half an hour in where you're like trapped in this small, like, I don't know, 10 foot by 10 foot room, and you got one of those giant fucking bulldogs with the messed up face monster things, and he like jumps off a rail and he's like slamming into this room to break in, and you're just sitting there with like 4 shotgun shells waiting for this thing to break through. And he like threw the controller down as soon as he ran out of ammo. I was like, nope, I'm done.
That's always great when nope. You know
what? And that particular one,
was
I wouldn't
wonderful.
mind if they made a VR version of that game because that was scary.
Yeah, but you want
On top of
everything to be
that was
VR.
first-person view. I'm a VR advocate.
know.
VR is awesome. And who doesn't like VR? Honestly. Like, unless you're one of those pansy buttholes that get nausea from it, it's an awesome...
you just
even
say
people who get nausea from it sometimes
pansy
admit.
butthole.
Yes.
I censored myself. Sorry, sometimes I have that I'm in front of children swears, and that's one of my in front of
Half of my
children
team
swears.
just went critical. This sucks.
Fuck me in the ass. Pierce my beehole.
Wow.
And I'm actually trying to curate those, considering I plan on
Wow.
I plan on teaching high school at some point. And I plan on having those children-friendly swears.
Skufflewick is impressed.
I'm sorry, you want me to what? Your what?
Pierce my peel.
I think once I actually said out loud, "Sweet Abraham Lincoln" when I stubbed my toe.
Wonderful.
Hey, oh shit!
Hold on, what
no,
the
'cause
fuck
he
were
was
we talking
oh,
about?
Was he or was somebody else controlling someone?
Buttholes?
I think I just beat the game.
Resident Evil,
that
right.
Yeah, okay, guys. So, I put the trailer. I'm gonna play it. I want you to play it too. The first one I showed you, and tell me as we go through your first.
Okay,
impressions
and I'll
of
do
this.
that very shortly. At the moment, damn it! I think I just fuck.
Oh, you're fucked anyways. You might as well watch this.
No, I'm.
Take your hand off.
Damn it! No, I'm watching the final
Jordan,
scene
masturbating
of a
cannot
game that
be
I've
this
been
hard.
playing for weeks, and it's
XCOM.
The worst part is I can't
The
say
Lost Dog
anything.
Shufflewick.
Okay, what I can say is I have put hours and hours and hours into this game to make sure
Into
I did not have
masturbating.
a single character die, because it's a squad-based game.
While
I have
masturbating.
0 characters died. I have beaten the game with almost 100%, except for the
Beaten
fact
your
that I
game.
didn't stun one of the early game characters. And one of my dudes just died.
So
I think it's
Soft
happening.
reset.
I need to.
Go to the past save.
I just need to watch this for a moment.
okay, let's start.
Autosave. Don't wait for it to autosave. Okay. Pressing start.
That ominous sound.
No, I gotta.
mean, I'm
sorry,
pretty
I'm
hyped
watching.
that
this.
it's the
I'll be
20th
with you guys in a
anniversary.
minute.
I like
Okay,
Capcom,
Jukebox?
but that's...
You have this heavy breathing going on once you're further into it. You're on this.
Not quite there. I'm on a road.
Yeah, the sky view of
Yep.
the road.
You were right.
Oh my god, a character lied? In a Resident Evil game? And another character seems to be mad?
Bwah.
Oh, I'm so shocked.
I love the Inception bois. Oh, there it is again.
Go on. You always got to use the Inception sound.
Well, only since Inception came out. Okay, this hallway
This
reminds
hallway
me of
reminds
PT.
me of PT.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I've been telling
Damn
you.
it! Sorry, unless there's some like M. Night Shyamalan twist about to happen here.
Bwah.
And there's a hillbilly.
Yeah.
Hillbilly. And a cop. There's always got to be a cop in a Resident
Oh
Evil game.
shit, flaming zombies.
Some sort of law enforcement.
I'm not a fan of flaming zombies.
Those are the best zombies.
No,
They just add that whole level of danger.
the fast zombies are the best zombies. Those are the ones that make people throw down their controllers. Hold on.
I like
Hold on.
this
These guys around the
Oh,
table.
Hillbilly dinner.
These guys around the table. This is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original movie. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah. Guys, this is Resident Evil meets
Okay.
Texas Chainsaw.
I need to. I'm gonna cut in here because I need to, like, explain what's just happened.
Not again.
He makes it sound like his hand's been cut off more than once.
Like,
I hate coming to the end of a game, especially when shit like that happens, because, like, let's put it this way. Days until victory, I was less than 300 when 350 is the average.
You see, that's the horror bit of this game. He's forcing the character to eat
I have
food
no
that's
idea
disgusting.
what Kusai is talking about. I killed more aliens than average. I kept every country in the game. Do you know how many restarts I had to do on this fucking game to get that? I had,
just got
well,
stabbed
now
in the
one
face.
soldier die. I've lost 0 countries. I cleared the first boss level in 130 versus 140 days, which is the average. I cleared the second level in 151 versus 258. I cleared the other fucking thing in 156 versus...
Scuffle.
I hope you know
Restart.
we're just gonna edit that out.
The problem is I can't, because
No,
what
leave it in.
happened
He's freaking out.
has to have happened.
What, it auto-saved?
No, it's part of the game.
Oh, okay. Well, fucking get
And I
over
can't
it then if
say
it's
what...
part of the game.
No, because now on that big, like, memorial wall, I have 1 star. I wanted no stars.
There you go. You have 1 star. You saved. Well, you knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Do you know
so.
how fucking hard
Yeah,
I worked so
if
that it
you
wouldn't?
literally
And then in
can't
the
get
end, it's
0,
like, God damn it.
Dude, I played through Until Dawn and got saved all the characters. Yeah, I understand what the games like that where you're like,
I don't think I've ever played that game. Anyways.
Yes,
Right.
because you don't own a PS4.
Look, dude, if you literally know that you can never get 0 stars because this person must die, then accept that 1 star is the best you can possibly do no matter what.
Well, and
then
now...
you've achieved the best you can possibly do no matter what.
Now I'm going to. That was my first playthrough. I wanted my first playthrough to be the best possible playthrough.
Not gonna happen.
Fucking apparently. And I can't go back and do the research on the one thing that I missed.
Time to restart. Just play the whole thing
It
again.
actually is, because I played Enemy Unknown. Apparently Enemy Within was like a 1.2 version type thing with all the expansions in. So there's like entirely new mechanics I haven't played, but fuck.
So now that Skufflewick's done his little rant.
Okay. Okay, distinct. They're calling it Resident Evil Biohazard. What the fuck are they gonna call it in Japan? Biohazard? Because Biohazard's the real name.
Probably Biohazard killy death stuff.
Give me a sec. My computer's doing something weird.
What?
Okay, there we go. I had sound coming from somewhere that
Speaking
wasn't my
of
computer.
Japanese names of stuff, you know how Knocked Up?
Yeah.
It was a movie with Seth Rogen. You know how that's an English term, like you got pregnant?
Yeah.
Knocked Up doesn't actually translate into any other language. So if you look at what
Unsurprisingly.
all of the movies are called elsewhere, like or that movie is called Elsewhere, One Night Stand, or blah 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 blah. In Japan, it's One Night Big Belly. Japan has the greatest names for everything.
Well, I don't know. Have you ever looked at the translations for any movie, like say, like even a Disney one,
You
like
cut out.
Moana?
Yeah, man. You cut out hard.
Did I cut?
No,
am
you're
I
back.
Still cutting out. Okay. Do you guys ever like looked at the Disney film Moana?
No.
I mean, I know of it.
It has different titles. I believe in Italy it's not called
You're
Moana
cutting
because there's a porn star
Do
called
better.
Moana.
Oh. Knocked Up in Peru is slightly pregnant.
Yeah, those are the other ones. A little bit pregnant, slightly pregnant.
Oh my god.
And?
Good times. Fuck. Okay, you know Fast and Furious, the one with like I think it was the one where they jumped out of the plane or they had to like destroy a massive plane. Thanks. In Japan, they called that Sky Mission. And I don't remember why, but like the one scene with the plane is what they based the whole movie around in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, now that makes me really wonder what Mission Impossible will be called. Really, really hard task.
Oh god. Superbad in Israel is super horny.
That's fantastic.
Nixon in China is super horny.
Believing, hold on to that feelings.
Now, here's something. Now, what do you guys feel about this whole, they've added a scented candle as an option, as an accessory for the VR for Resident Evil 7?
That's dumb as shit.
What?
I think it's just like what I said before with atmosphere. They're just trying to get more atmosphere. But if they can't get atmosphere from the source material itself,
But everybody right now is trying to add.
Like, in addition to it, that's fine. But like,
okay, but everybody's trying to add because they need to add. Everything's been so played and done and boring.
Okay. Video games have always been.
Come up with something new, something original, and something good. Then come to me. I don't give a shit what it is. I will buy it if it is good.
Okay, now here's another question. What's so far from, even though you not have tried it, what's your
as long as you can play it on PC.
I'll play console.
Your favorite VR gimmick you've heard of so far? Mine is the omnidirectional treadmill, but I believe that's going to move it off to being not a gimmick but an actual thing.
I haven't followed VR well enough to.
That's a thing.
Virtual blowjobs.
Okay, that I've actually seen. Although I don't think that's. Oh wow! I just got taken hard from behind by that cop. I don't think that's going to be a gimmick. I think that's going to be a legitimate thing. Like, the porn industry adopts something, and it well,
what Skufflewick is saying,
excuse the term, but it explodes. Probably. No, but like, if you want something to be successful, the porn industry has to adopt it. And when they do, the product is going to, again, excuse the term, but it's going to explode.
That's why we have Blu-ray and not HD DVD.
Yeah, because the porn industry was like, hey, Blu-ray's cheaper.
And better.
It's supported more. It may or may not be the superior product quality.
I will point out.
I personally think using a higher density laser is a better idea. But there have been a lot of cases where the less superior product was bought out because porn industry supported
Betamax
it.
versus VHS.
Yeah.
You need to consider that they're just another factor, and it's like in why it becomes popular. It's not like the main thing.
It's a huge
like VHS
factor,
and
though.
Betamax. Betamax had a lot of problems to begin with, so if you're weighing two options and you're like, this one fucks up a lot, it's more expensive, and it's like not, I mean, it looks better, but everything else about it is
end
worse.
user cost.
Or this other one, you're going to go with the other one.
End user cost, usability, and production cost are huge factors. Don't get me wrong.
The porn industry wouldn't even pick it up if it didn't have that.
Yeah, proprietary marketing, like only Sony can play these, is a really good way to kill a product. But yeah, the porn industry supporting a product is a really, really, really good sign that the product will be successful.
Now, I will point out that though it's also something the tech industry has actually openly admitted to, that's a huge key factor in anything becoming mainstream for them, is if the porn industry will even pick it up, if it's real relatable technology.
Yeah.
Because if they put their money behind it, that's a huge industry, porn. If they put their money behind it.
Because what's more relatable than my dick?
Here's the thing, though. It's a huge industry, and if it gets picked up by them, it'll be a part of that huge industry, and it'll push it to a lot of people. But they're not going to pick it up unless it's good to begin with.
No, and that's what we're saying. Like, it has to be good
before they pick it up. And if they're picking it up, it must be at the point where it's good. Because VR's been around forever. VR has been around since, like, the freaking 50s.
Yeah, and it was only... Oh, I found a tunnel in GTA. And it was only, what? Last year when Pornhub was like, hey, VR porn. And everyone's like, oh my god, VR. What is this?
Do you know they have their own record
Pornhub?
label?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
just
just
found that out
sounds of
like 2
like...
days ago.
That's the Asian collection.
I have no clue. But I saw a post on Tumblr, and it's like, hey, there's this contest.
doesn't surprise me
what
because a
the
big
fuck?
part of behind the scenes in porn is the fact that they are recording the voices and the sounds. So they have like full on recording studios for that. No, I
I'm
just
sure you're an
used to
expert
watch
on
that one
this.
late night show called Seymour Butts, which was behind all. It was not actual porn. It was just literally a show about the behind the scenes of the porn industry. They didn't show any.
It was a lot about
They
senpai.
didn't show any actual sex. They were showing different things with the behind the scenes of the porn industry.
He was so disappointed. He was really
Actually, it was
hoping
really
for that
fun. It was
11
really
o'clock
fun. It was kind of
porn
like
on
watching
TV.
Orange County Choppers, but instead of them building choppers, they were working out all the details on how to make their next porn. And it was actually kind of hilarious. They had fights between staff and shit like that. People getting fired for stealing DVDs and shit like that. It was hilarious.
Because there's nothing funnier than somebody losing their income and then their family going through a dark and desolate
But losing
turn.
their income because they stole a DVD they probably could have got for free if they just asked their boss.
Okay, if you're in the porn industry, and I mean, there are a lot of very, very respectable people in
there
that,
is.
but there is a lot of people in the porn industry also that are maybe a little seedy. Like, is it Gabriel Iglesias in one of his stand-up comedies? He talks about the dildo guy, who, for the movie Magic Mike, the guy that was named the
I know what you're
Hammer
talking
was
about.
not so much the Hammer. So they called a porn industry, because they needed a silhouette. They called a studio down the road, and they're like, hey, we need a hammer. And it comes over, like, they send over a big trunk full of hammers. And I guess the guy that brings it over is just like, and they're like, are you the guy? He's like, yeah.
Is he Igor?
I mean,
You sound like Igor. Yes, master.
it seems like there may be a lot of those folks
And then he
there.
nuts.
It seems like there may be a... I could be wrong. Again, I do say that there are a lot of respectable people in the porn industry. Their industry of choice is just people fucking. Still makes money, so, like, go for it. But it seems like that's kind of a shady business in certain areas. Take Casting Couch, for example. Is this going to be on the internet? No, of course not, as I'm watching it on Pornhub for free. You don't even have to pay for that shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by Pornhub.
Yeah. Okay, XNXX, better? Should we just list out all our porn sites?
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Scuffle.
Let's be real. You torrent everything. It's Pirate Bay.
Not porn. I did actually delete almost a terabyte of porn off
Do
my
what you want
server,
because a
though.
pirate is free.
I'm
You
sure you
are
have
a pirate.
happening somewhere.
Oh yeah, that I do still have.
And bring up the controversy from that.
Oh, fuck. That, like... That's just annoying. Like, it's just annoying.
Watch as he defends it.
Because now, I'm sure somewhere, because I've downloaded the Fappening, is what controversy you're talking about. Which I won't say what it is. But...
There's a lot of controversy.
And
around
it's
that.
all-
There's not just one or two things.
I think I need to Google something because I don't know what
a
you're talking
mass
about.
Oh, no, like, there's a
leakage of,
big
of
controversy.
celebrity nudes got released at once.
Okay, so the Fappening was a
Oh,
phishing
okay, I do know what
scheme
you're talking about. It
where
was on
somebody
TMZ.
sent out an email from Apple being like, hey, this is Apple, your account got hacked. Click here to change your password. It's called a phishing scheme. Phishing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
anyways.
got it.
Well, no, for people that don't. A lot of the listeners, I'm sure, won't. Anyways, they send out an email, an official-looking email, and they're like, hey, you got hacked. Click here to fix it. So people panic, and they put their old password and username in. And now the person who sent out the original email has that username and password. They then use that to go into somebody's iPhotos or iCloud, whatever it is. They find all the nudes, they put that into a big collection, and then they release it.
Hence controversy.
Yeah. The problem is some of the people who were caught in this phishing scheme at the time were not of age to appear in such material.
Oh yeah, not to mention the stolen nudes to begin with.
I mean,
and the hacking.
That's bad. The bigger part, it's not hacking. Phishing and hacking are very, 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 very
yeah,
different.
but you know what I mean. Going onto somebody's private account without their permission.
Unauthorized access to digital media. Yes. But the biggest problem, is that some of the people who were affected were in relationships. They were not of age for the material to be made or distributed. And it ends up in this collection that people download. Now, this collection goes hugely viral. And so how many people do you think right now have that material downloaded somewhere, buried somewhere, unaware that some of the material on there is, I think in most states, a felony?
Yep. And that's why you have to be careful if you have it there.
Yeah. So that's why I don't download porn.
The lesson is take a Polaroid.
Yeah. I don't
download
those. Porn. You can
shake it like a Polaroid and then shake something else.
Right. But yeah.
Okay, guys.
Just wrap the Polaroid around your junk. That's weird. Anyways.
We've been recording for 2 hours.
Yes, let's wrap this up.
We should wrap this up.
Not really. Give it more material, because we're not going to record for
another week.
another
Also, I'm setting up
week.
Jackbox.
Okay. So. We talked.
Yeah, I'll just go on the website, because on the website, at least if it's bad material, someone else will remove it, and then I don't have to worry about it.
So, we've talked about the Steam sale, what we got from the Steam sale for this winter. We talked about off-topic things about rating systems and porn. We talked about Resident Evil 7, which comes out, it says in the trailer, January 24th, but Steam and other platforms are releasing it on January the 23rd. Yet again, before we go, I'll point out the problems of releasing a game at the beginning of a week. Why not on Friday when everybody can have the whole weekend to do it?
Not everybody has Monday to Friday jobs, though. Like, you're a student, but you got somebody like me who works X days a week. Oh, wow, this guy's a dick. I just walked into the store and he throws a smoke bomb and apparently a Molotov. I'm trying to buy clothing in GTA, and he goes to kill everything. He closed the store.
So, yes.
How did you get your gun out in the store?
Now, we're going to say goodbye.
Anyways.
We're going to say goodbye. Starting with me.
Hacks.
Bye.
No, I'm not done. I still had a topic I wanted to talk about.
Go.
Hold on, what do you want to talk about?
I wanted to see what everybody's been playing lately.
Oh, yes, well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
Jesus,
God,
yeah.
distinct, Jesus.
What have I been playing lately? Oh, Besiege.
Jesus.
I'm not even going to explain to you what it is. It's a game called Besiege. It's on Steam.
You make contraptions.
Yes. And kill things,
Yes.
make things, pick things up with those contraptions, yeah.
Yeah.
Make enormous flying beasts.
So it's basically Bad Piggies.
Hashtag physics.
But better.
Hey, this thing just came full
Yeah,
circle.
I really did. I really like that game. Anyways. Okay.
Skufflewick's XCOM, we know that.
But I've also been playing a lot of Airline Tycoon, because I fucking love that game.
Have you ever played, like, Game Dev Tycoon? Or is it just, like, the airline-specific one that you like?
I've got a lot of nostalgia for the Airline Tycoon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I hit a pole. Yeah, I played it when I was, like, 4,
Smooth.
maybe 5. So, like, that was a lot of nostalgia in there. But, like, Roller Coaster Tycoon, I haven't played any of the more modern ones.
Okay.
But, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to them, assuming they fall under the same style of play.
I guess Game Dev Tycoon would be pretty different, but it's... I played that one a lot recently, and it's pretty entertaining, I think. You pretty much make your own games, and then you see if they make money or not.
Well, and I think part of the reason that I enjoy Tycoon games or XCOM or whatever is because you have to strategically solve problems. So if that's something that the Game Dev Tycoon would be like, then I would probably enjoy it.
To a degree. Most of it's kind of interpreting what would be popular. So, like, if you're releasing, and they have fictional names for them, but if you're releasing on, like, the NES, and you try and make, like, a mature rated game, I mean, it's not going to sell well. You got to go for, like, everyone or, like, kids. I mean, that's pretty much the extent to your problem solving. The rest of it's, like, micromanagement. You got to manage the different people, what they do to get a game out on time to make sure you're making money.
See, I probably wouldn't mind that either.
And the goal is to make as much money as possible.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't mind that. I don't know, even like Airline Tycoon, I found a certain pattern that could maximize initial... Damn it, I just boat biked. That could maximize initial profits so as to have the best starting advantage. And then, like, I carried that pattern forward as far as I could until that pattern didn't work anymore. And then you have to decipher a new pattern. And, like, stuff like that to me is a lot of fun. Having to figure out how to make things work. Micromanaging totally fits in there.
Yeah. Try out Game Dev Tycoon. It goes on sale with, every Steam sale. It's only, like, $12 to begin with or something.
Oh, it's not bad. I might honestly just pay full price for that.
Yeah, it's a good
You're
time.
a good time.
Wow.
So, Kusai, what have you been playing? Or did you already tell us? Oh, good. See how much attention I pay?
Okay, so,
Jukebox.
Game Dev Tycoon, $10.99.
Huh?
I just looked. Game Dev Tycoon is $10.99.
That's not bad. That's Canadian prices, too, for anyone looking. So that's like $3 American.
Not quite. It's more
Our
like
games,
8.
when they're 12, are 10 in the U.S. So, like, our games under 12...
I don't know how accurately it, like, tracks.
Oh, no, it doesn't. But, like, our
rate.
games under 12 is their games under 10. Our games under 6 is their games under 5.
okay.
Got it. Okay, I don't even know if I've been playing anything recently. Because, like, I finally stopped playing Pokemon Go constantly.
Why?
I don't know, because we had that one super cold week where it was like -40 with the wind chill every day, and I was just like, I don't want to go get my stop today.
One more conversion for our American friends. -40, we use Celsius, you guys use Fahrenheit. -40 Celsius is -40 Fahrenheit. Yes, we go out. Actually, Cuddles and I, who he'll probably end up on a podcast eventually. Cuddles and I went skiing one day. Just at our local ski hill at -45. The wind chill was -60. So, we're Canadian. It's what we do.
It's not like we like it, but we do it anyways.
Where we are, it's -40, probably 2/3 of the winter. So if we want to do anything, we have to do it in that temperature.
Yep. But on the other hand, you know,
Yeah.
I love walking around in t-shirts and shorts.
Yeah, Kusai is dumb. Kusai will do -40 in shorts and then be like, oh, it's a little chilly out today, guys.
As everybody's freezing their ass off and I'm still just kind of, meh.
Like, hell will freeze over and Kusai will be like, oh, well, I guess I'll put pants on. Maybe just a light sweatpants.
Some people are pansies. at last semester in the middle of October, it's plus 12 out. I'm in t-shirts, shorts, and sandals. My classmates are in sweaters, jackets, the 9 yards.
So that's about 65
and
Fahrenheit.
they're still fucking shivering their butts off, and they're looking over me like, how can you walk without all this on? I'm like, because it's not cold out.
Actually, maybe about 52 Fahrenheit. 52, 55 Fahrenheit. Anyways,
hold on, I have Google.
I don't know. I know 73 is 23. And then 0 is 32.
Minus 40
Minus
is
40
minus
is minus 40. That one I know.
Okay, so minus 60 Celsius. That is not a minus. Is minus 76
Okay, so minus
Fahrenheit.
80 Fahrenheit, I go skiing. I love going to California when it's like, let's call it 73 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 23 Celsius. And you see people in like winter coats.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a buddy who moved to Texas for about 2 years. And he tried to argue with us about like, oh, you guys are such pansies when it comes to the heat, blah, 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 blah. And I had to explain to him that in Texas, he had like a range of temperature throughout the entire year that was maybe 40 degrees Celsius.
We
So,
actually 3 weeks
At
ago.
most, it was probably more like
3
30.
weeks ago.
And it was like, we can go from minus 40 to plus 35.
No. Better
in
yet,
the summer.
3 weeks ago.
So we deal with all
in
of
a
it.
24-hour period. It went from minus 46, and then wind chill lower than that. So it went from about minus 46 to, I think it was plus 15, which would be 67 Fahrenheit in 24 hours. Like, Mother Nature is like, hey, you can't have all 4 seasons in 1 week. We're just like, you know what? Watch us. Hold my beer. Our weather is fucked. It's wonderful. If you don't like the weather, wait a day. It'll be a whole new season. Except my igloo always melts.
All in all, I haven't played anything.
Good summary. Good summary.
Remember, if you liked what you heard today, please remember to subscribe and like the video. And if you would like to hear anything particular, don't forget to comment down below. Thank you and have a nice day.